Admit, admit, admit. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good. I think I let everybody in. That's here. Okay, admit all.
I'm in class.
Felicia, Destiny. Is this Tiffany with the baby?
Go on somewhere.
I think so. And I have a Chromebook and a Galaxy, and I don't know who they are, but okay. Well, good morning, guys. I'm glad that you guys are on the call. I'm going to be sending you guys a progress report. We usually do this every month. We had a meeting last week about how we could get those to you guys so you'll know your progress and what you're doing. Also, if you don't know your code, your student code is the last four digits of your student ID on your ID badge. And I know some of the new students don't have an ID badge, so I can give you those numbers, give you that number for you if you text me if you don't have it, and I can text it to you. So you'll be getting either a text message or an email from me that's going to give you your progress report, end of the month review. Okay. On these attendance, some of them are not as accurate as it should be. Like some of you have like 100% attendance or whatever, and you don't really have 100% attendance because some of you, I didn't realize that you weren't in the class. So let's see how that works. When you have a assignment due, that's how your attendance is based. Your attendance is based on the you doing the assignment. Everybody kind of understand that a little bit? You can nod your heads. I think I can see you, the ones I can see, or say yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if you're not in class, your attendance, hey Tiffany, your attendance is part of your grade. So like if you have a 63% attendance, that's like a 63F for the month. Okay. So, all right. So now to our lesson. We're on hospital institutional pharmacy. A lot of you guys that were in the we were doing the labs coming to school, we were working on retail. So we hadn't had a time to do a lot of hospital at all. This week coming up, this week, this week coming up, you guys will have some labs that you'll do. Basically, we're going to learn how to clean the flow hood. I'm sorry, Lebanon flow hood. That's coming up. We're going to learn how to do that. I'm trying to keep it okay. I'm trying to keep an account of who's in. And we're going to use our microwaves to do that. So you guys are going to be sending me a video of you cleaning your Lebanon flow hood, and you'll know what that is when we come to it. I just want to give y'all something of what's coming up. Also, I'm going to figure out a way to get you some Garby material. The Garby material is what you use when you garb up to go into the flow hood. And I'm going to figure out a way to get you guys some of that so you can show me how to put it on. So this is what we may do something where you can come to the school and we can do it like school all the time. But I will let you know in plenty enough time. Okay. So let's start with the par levels from last week on last Friday. So the par levels that we were doing, I
Yes.
explained it on the call. I mean, not on the call, on the directions, but let me explain what that is. So par levels are basically the levels that you have to keep your inventory at all times. You have a par level pharmacy, you have par levels in retail pharmacy. Your par levels for your community pharmacy, like a retail pharmacy, they're basically kept, a computer does that. You don't have to do it. When I stop and I'm letting somebody in, okay, I'm sorry. Um, you don't have to actually keep up with it per se on some things, like the control drugs you may have to. But at the hospital, one of your jobs would probably be the Pyxis tech or the med cart tech, and you would get a printout every day, and you would have to go to the departments, each department, and fill that medication cart or that Pyxis machine, and it'll give you what you got to fill and what you got to look at. So if you look at drawer one, and drawer one is lovastatin 20, and they want you to keep 4 in there at all times, and you only have 1 in there, then that means you have to put 3 inside to bring it to its par level. Everybody kind of understand that a little?
Mm-hmm.
That? So that's how you did that assignment. The next one that you did, hospital inventory, you did it the same way. You just make sure that you kept it at the par level. I'm hoping that make y'all understand that better. Anybody got any questions on that at this time?
No way.
Okay. All right. So our assignment that we're working on today. Well, let's do the PowerPoint. Talk about that too. I got my notes here. PowerPoint. I noticed that some of you guys cannot download the PowerPoint. Do you have PowerPoint on your phone? Everybody has it on their phone? Okay, was anybody on here not able to see the PowerPoint? Everybody on here was able to see PowerPoint.
I was able to see it.
Huh?
I said I was able to see it.
Okay. Okay, great. So everybody was able to see the PowerPoint that's on the thing, so on the Zoom. So if you download the PowerPoint app, now you know how these apps, and just like Edmodo, these apps and Edmodo, they do their thing when they're doing their thing. Sometimes you have to log out of it and come back in it, just like you would do any other, oh shoot, I got out of my thing. Any other, what's going on? Hold on one second, I'm sorry. Got some technical difficulties with some people. Shoot. Okay. You have to, on these things, you have to log in and log out to go back in and make it work right.
You're doing the PowerPoint questions?
Yeah, we're getting ready to do those, yeah.
Okay.
I was asking about them, making sure that you could do them.
Oh yeah.
So did you guys just go into group me and click on the link and it let you in?
No, I had to type in the stuff.
Okay. Okay, we can do that. We can figure it out. I can't help you join right now because I'm on the call. All right, so with that being said, let's look at the PowerPoint questions, the ones that answer them. I'm trying to get to the assignment myself. Hold on 1 second.
I don't know where I put them.
PowerPoint question.
Uh-huh.
Where is it? I'm sorry. And then you had a PowerPoint review, right?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
The PowerPoint review was today.
Oh. Okay. It scared me.
Sorry. Well, I'm trying to find the assignment. Okay, there it is. Nope, that's the review. See how Edmo's messing with me right now. Anyway, okay, so which question did you have a question about, Geneva?
Sorry, let me look at it. Hold on. So on the thing, some of the questions the answers weren't on the PowerPoint. I don't know if I just passed them by or something, but I looked.
Which question?
Same. Let me see. What ensures that the medication order is validated? This number 14 and number 18, because they weren't on the thing.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to let me look for PowerPoint question. PowerPoint. Presentation. No? All right, number 17 was what is reconstituting and when is it required?
No, number 18.
Number 18, what ensures that the medication order is validated? Okay, so now I didn't mention that on the PowerPoint. You probably missed it. I probably said it really fast. The only thing that ensures a medication order when validated, anybody else know that answer?
Prescriber's signature.
When the prescriber's signature, after the pharmacists have signed it and checked off, that's when, I'm sorry, no. When it's, let me see, order. Yes, prescriber signature. I'm sorry, Felicia, you're correct.
Okay.
When the doctor signs off on it. So a nurse can send you a medication order, but if the doctor has not signed off on it, it's not validated yet.
Okay. What about number 14?
Okay, number 14. What information should be included on a unit dose label? Now that was a lot of information that should be included on that unit dose label. And
Really?
that was,
I really didn't see it, cause I swear to you, I read that thing a couple times.
it's okay. It's okay. It happens. You have to have the date, the drug. I don't know what she's saying. I'm sorry. Nat, are you on the call, Natalie? The drug, the expiration of the drug, the lot number of the drug, the milligram of the medication. I'm doing this in order. I'm going by memory.
Expiration date
Expiration date.
and the SIGs, the direction.
The directions, and then your signature and the pharmacist's signature.
But it was on the PowerPoint, right?
Y'all?
Okay.
I don't know what slide it was. But
okay, it's fine. As long as it was on the PowerPoint, I guess I just missed it.
Okay, it happens. It happens. Okay, what other number?
Sign number 3.
Number 3. Who is the
nurses?
And 4, 5. 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, number 3. Who is your major customer in the hospital setting? That is nurses.
Nurses.
Nurses. Those are going to be your major customers. And what is the most important asked question from them? The most asked question from them is, where is my medication? Where is my order? And then number 5, how does teamwork help in this setting? And that was kind of like, who wants to answer that? Go ahead.
Well, prevents medical errors.
Okay,
patient errors.
at a time. Let's see who said that?
I didn't find that one.
I got prevents medical errors.
Yes. It prevents medication error, and it also prevents probably hostility in the pharmacy as well, because we have this, no matter where you work at, you're gonna have this, oh, that's just a pharmacy, oh, that's they make mistakes all the time, or those nurses, you never can tell what's going on, and da 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 da. So keeping in contact with everybody is going to and keeping good teamwork is going to cut down on medication errors and make sure our number one person, the customer, is satisfied. Now, I don't know. I can't do that. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Who said something? Okay. I heard someone say something. Okay. So any other questions on those PowerPoint questions?
13.
Okay, 13. Why is documentation essential? If you don't document it, it didn't happen.
Okay.
If you don't document it, it didn't happen. Documentations, and it's for, you're not the only person working on that person, especially in that chart with the patient. You're not the only person. So the person behind you needs to know what happened so that they could do what they need to do, and so on and so on. And if you don't document it, no one knows what happened.
Okay.
Any other questions? Very good.
Actually, I just wanted to say something.
Okay.
Number 7, it asks you how often does the TJC visit the hospital, and that one wasn't on the PowerPoint because I did not find that answer. I had to research that one.
Could you hear my voice?
No, I couldn't hear nothing. There's words on the PowerPoint.
Yeah, my voice. I talked all the way through the PowerPoint.
What the? Honestly, my all I have was slides.
I heard no words either.
I don't hear no words.
Okay, we got to figure out how to fix that. I'll make sure I figure out some kind of way to fix that. Who else could? Everybody else? Felicia, did you hear me?
I heard you.
Lacey?
I didn't hear you.
What kind of phone she got? Like, what kind of phone does she have?
I have an iPhone.
I use a laptop.
I have an iPhone too.
You see, I got an iPhone. I need to figure out how to do it on this iPhone.
And I even download the PowerPoint app, but it won't let me like open it in the app. Like I have to download it from my Safari, and then
that's how I have to do it too.
Okay, for Destiny,
it's complicated.
For Destiny last night, I actually, Natalie, you're in. I see you. Can you hear us, Natalie? No, she can't hear us.
Lacey, are you laying on a boat?
Trampoline. I don't have any signal. No, the boat's over there.
Okay.
What I was saying, PowerPoint. Okay, last night for Destiny, I actually emailed her the PowerPoint. Destiny, I know you have me muted, but were you able to hear my voice?
No, I wasn't.
You wasn't able to hear my voice. You was only able to read the PowerPoint.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so I got to figure that out, and I'll get with some of my colleagues and ask them how to figure it out. But Felicia, you're looking at it from your laptop, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so maybe that's why. Where's Kaylee? Nobody knows? Okay. Who's usually with you, Felicia?
Lacey.
Oh, she's outside. Okay.
No, I'm at home.
She's at her house.
So in order to hear on the Zoom, what do y'all push?
It asks you to allow audio.
Yeah, it asks me to allow audio before it lets me in.
Okay. I have somebody on the call that's trying to figure out how we're on. And she just sitting there shaking her head like, I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so now today, we're good with the PowerPoint now? We move on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So today's assignment, the multiple choice that you guys hate. You guys hate that. This book, okay, because I have to teach you guys some things that are not in our actual book. This book that I did, when you see these pages, this is a book that I take on. You might not have everything that's in there, but that's why I like to have the Zoom calls to make sure you have the correct answer. Okay, but most of it you'll be able to look up. So we're going to start with the multiple choice questions.
Power on.
Uh-oh.
This thing.
Okay, the multiple choice questions. So the Policy and Procedures Handbook contains information about mandatory training. So that number one is going to be mandatory training. So my thing is, if you're on the Zoom call, or if you go back and listen to the Zoom call, this is an easy assignment because I'm giving you. Okay, but you will see these like on a test, a review, or something. I mean, we move it on, but you may see this again coming up soon. Okay, well, I'm telling you, you will see it. Okay.
Okay, wait, Miss Mikki, what are you looking at right now?
At today's assignments, the multiple choice questions.
I can't look at those and this at the same time.
Yeah, so you might just need to
Yeah.
write down the answers. Can you write down the answers? We're gonna talk about it. But
Yeah.
can you write down the answers so that way you'll have them, or you can go back and listen to the Zoom or watch the Zoom and you'll have it.
Are you sharing a screen with us or something?
I can.
Oh, no. I'm just asking because, I mean, I can still hear you guys and look at the assignment. So.
Okay, let me see if I can share this. Who said hey? I don't know who that is. Nobody's waiting. Okay, let me see if I can share this. But if I share this, share screen. Okay, here we go. Now, can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's better for you?
Yep.
All right. So now the policy handbook contains information about mandatory meetings. It doesn't cafeteria menus, physician orders, none of those, all of that, none of those will be in there. So mandatory meetings will be in the policy and procedure handbook. Okay, factors that differentiate hospitals include all of those. Outpatient services, diagnosis capabilities, and surgical procedures. So all of those. Number 3, one of the agencies that governs the operations of the hospital. Anybody know that one by looking at it? No, you wouldn't. It's B, HCFA. And I can't remember what those initials stand for right now. I will let you know. Maybe put it in a comment. All right, number 4, all necessary information included on a patient's admitting record to ensure that orders are filled correctly is provided by whom?
A.
Try one more time.
D.
D, all of them. Because you have the physician, the unit clerk, and the nurse. They all give you the information about the patient, but only the doctor makes sure the physician's signature is what validates everything. So all of them, but until the doctor finds it, it doesn't make it valid. All right, number 5, when patients with the same last name end up on the same floor, which auxiliary label should be used?
B.
B, name alert, correct. An auxiliary label is the little labels that just gives you extra information or extra precautions about the medication for those that do not know. All right, number 6, IV medication order labels show the, and 6 would be D, because you guys, in this book, it put the aseptic techniques together, but in the next chapters is you'll be doing IV medications. So the number 6 is D, all of the above. All right, the technician responsible for stocking the intravenous room with all the supplies needed for the day is B, and that would be IV technician, of course. All right, and number 8, the POE system allows physicians, nurses, and pharmacists to directly communicate with one another, limiting errors of transcription by allowing electronic access to A, medical and drug information data. Using the computerized prescriber order entry, a blank can enter all labs, dietary requirements, medications, and special notes into the computer.
A.
Wait. Yeah, that's number 9.
Yeah.
D, the physician.
Oh.
That's number 9. Actually, let me see how you read it. Using the computerized prescribed order. Okay, that would be B because of the prescribed order entry. Yeah.
So it's B?
It's B, yes ma'am. And then number 10, enforceable regulations for IV preparations have been provided by V. That would be C. You guys wouldn't know this yet because it's not in this chapter. USP 797, that is the organization or the rules for compounding. You got USP 797 and USP 798. 797 is for, I'm sorry, 795. 797 is for sterile and 795 is for non-sterile, but you'll learn that coming up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 1 is satellites. Satellites are small specialty pharmacies that supply clinics such as emergency department or an entire floor of the hospital. Number 2, SOP. I can't talk to you right now, I'm on the phone. Manual contains the policy that outlines the rules of the facility and the procedures that explain how, when, and or how or why the policies are executed. Number 3, nurses are the pharmacists. What would you put there? Main or primary? The word is primary, but you can put main customers or primary. I would accept either one of them. And should be provided with the highest level of support. All right. And then number 4, all controlled substances are counted 2 or 3 times daily, depending on the length of the nurse's shift. 2 or 3 times. All right. A pharmacy technician and a blank must observe the addition to return of all controlled substances. I'm sorry, number 4. I'm confused. Wait a minute.
Wait on number 5.
Number 5 is nurse. I'm right. Okay. Number 5 is nurse. Okay. All right. Let me go to the other one. All right. Only specially trained and properly garbed pharmacy personnel are allowed into the clean room or IV room. Clean room or IV room. All right. Number 7, all drugs must be blank before they leave the pharmacy. Labeled. They must be labeled. All right. Number 8, all crash cart medication should be blanks. Should blank be placed in a tray in the same order. Always. Number 8 is always. Always be placed in the tray in the same order. Number 9 is non-clinical areas of the hospital can include areas that a patient never sees or those areas that are used by temporary care areas. And number 10 is high. The technician who has experience in many different settings and a broad knowledge of pharmacy practices will be in high demand. You will be in high demand. One of the hospitals that you guys do clinical at is Ochsner's or LSU or Conway, some of us call it, and they do train you to get IV certified. If you go in and do everything that they want you to do. Amanda Earls, I don't know if any of you remember Amanda. I think G may be the only person that remembers Amanda. She was there shortly. Amanda just, she passed her test and she was just certified in the IV department. So she's doing really well at Oxford. They actually hired her. Okay, so the matching. 1 is E as an egg. 2 is I. 3 is B. 4 is G. 5 is D. 6 is C. 7 is J. 8 is F. 9 is A. And 10 is H. And I gave you those because some of them were self-explanatory if you look at it. But since I'm going over the whole thing, I did it. It was just, putting the initial to where they need to go. All right. So the short answers. List 3 duties of the inventory control technician. Anybody know? Or want to take a hack at it?
There's 3 duties of the inventory control technician. Inventory.
Ordering the drugs. Stocking the drugs. Stocking and ordering are 2 different things. Ordering it is actually getting it ready to come into the pharmacy. stocking it is putting it on the shelves where it belongs. Making sure the power levels are great. No. Making sure the power levels are no, I don't want to do that. Can y'all see what I'm doing?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Just making sure.
I was looking on that. I was looking on the
Y'all still on the page that we're on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. If this logs us out, we got 10 minutes because I mean it's gonna log us out. I'm gonna do another Zoom call right quick because I want to get to those charts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna get to those charts that y'all were doing. Sierra, I just looked at your face. Did you get the were you on the call when we were talking about the par levels and stuff?
No, ma'am.
So you didn't hear me? Okay. I'll go back over that with you. Okay. All right. So ordering, stocking, and making sure the par levels are kept up. That would be your duties. All right. What are 3 specialty departments in the institution, the hospital? Stock many drugs and injectable forms, as well as variety of oral and injectable controlled substances. You would have the OR, the operating department, the ICU, where patients are, that are in critical condition. The emergency department. Now, ER and OR are 2 different places. OR is the operating department, like the operating room, and ER is the emergency. Everybody get those? ICU,
Yes.
OR, and ER. Operating room and emergency department. All right, list 3 types of snack trays stocked from code cards by hospital pharmacists. You have the adult tray. That would be just a regular person, a regular smuggler person that comes into the pharmacy with something. Then you have the pediatric, which would be the children's. And then you have the neonatal. The neonatal, that is the little bitty babies. They have to have special equipment to be filled. Let me explain crash carts right quick. Crash carts are carts that are used mostly at the emergency department, the operating department. It's really used everywhere, but those are where they're mainly used. And these are packaged by the pharmacy technician. We have a list that goes by what goes in each cart. We fill the cart and the pharmacist verifies it. So the one thing that we should always remember that the pharmacist is going to always verify everything that we do. If the pharmacist doesn't verify it, even if it's just a crash cart, you don't send it out. You always wait on the pharmacist. Okay? You got a list to follow. So what to put in the crash cart. When that crash cart is done and the pharmacist has signed off on it, you're going to close that crash cart up and you're going to seal it. Every crash cart that comes to the pharmacy, it should be open. And then you have to refill it and reseal it and send it out to the departments. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be filling it with drugs. You're going to be filling it with syringes, gauze, saline, anything that goes in that crash cart is what you're going to be filling it with. And it's an actual cart that you actually physically take to those departments. Okay, I'm going to see if I can fit this number 4 in right quick. What are the following governmental agencies responsible for? So the Joint Commission inspects hospitals and pharmacies and receives Medicare and Medicaid payments. Inspects hospitals and pharmacies to receive Medicare and Medicaid patients. They actually come through and make sure that you're adhering to all the rules.
Nana, bring me a charger to one of them phones.
Okay. And then the
You said,
CMS.
wait. You said inspects hospitals and what?
And pharmacies. Hospitals and pharmacies to receive Medicare and Medicaid payments. All right. Number
Mhm.
B or CMS, that is this
Oh,
they
excuse
oversee
me.
Medicare, Medicaid, the CHIP, and HIPAA. Oversees Medicare, Medicaid, CHIP, and HIPAA. Everybody know what CHIP is, right?
Mm-hmm.
CHIP is like your Medicaid services for each state. All right, then C, the HHS, the primary agency that protects the health of the American people. It's the primary agency that protects the health of American people and provides human services, essential human services. And D is the Department of
I need
Public
to make
Health,
sure.
and it inspects hospitals and pharmacies to ensure they are in compliance with that state law. It's the Department of Public Health, and it inspects hospitals and hospital pharmacies to ensure they are in compliance. And then the BOP, that is the Board of Pharmacy. The Board of Pharmacy is the people that enforces the laws of the pharmacy for that state, for the pharmacists and the pharmacy technicians, and any controlled people holding controlled substance license.
Can you say that one more time, please?
Okay. The BOP, or we call it the SBOP because it's a state board of pharmacy. It enforces the I said it a different way than I have it written down. So I'm just gonna say what I got written down, okay? Okay, it enforces pharmacy practice standards for the purpose of protecting the public. It enforces the pharmacy
Power on.
practices for the purpose of protecting the public. And then it regulates the pharmacists and pharmacy technicians and anyone that holds a controlled substance license. It regulates the pharmacists and pharmacy technicians and anyone that holds a controlled substance license. Did you get that, G?
Yeah.
Okay, so this call is finna end in 2 minutes. I'm gonna start a new call so we can do those charts, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in the group me and you can join it the same way. So give me just a few minutes and then we'll be back in business, okay?
All right.
All right. See y'all in a minute. First I gotta figure out how to end the call. Stop share.